here. I'm Irene Harmsen. I'm the co-founder and chief technology officer at Cove Neurosciences. And I'm here to talk to you about Cove. We're a precision neuroscience company that addresses the unmet need for objective biomarkers of Alzheimer's disease to accelerate and de-risk clinical trials. What are we without memories? This question touches on the core of our identity and our experiences. Memories are stories and shape who we are. They form the bonds we have with others, allowing us to share experiences and our emotions. Memories are vital for learning and contribute to our sense of self and continuity over time. Memories, they hold our joys, our triumphs, and even our sorrows, making us fully human. Alzheimer's disease significantly impacts memories and often in profound ways. Alzheimer's disease affects 1 in 13 Canadians, and everyone in this room probably knows someone or is affected within their family themselves. 1 in 113 Canadians over the age of 65 are affected. This amounts to over 450,000 Canadians. And the national economic burden of Alzheimer's disease is over 40 billion Canadian dollars, with the prevalence and societal costs rapidly increasing with our aging population. And despite the fact that Alzheimer's disease is the 21st century's most challenging health problem, viable treatments or disease-modifying therapies are severely lacking. Clinical trial failure rates remain high for Alzheimer's disease, and few, if any, new drugs are being produced. Only 2% of drugs tested for Alzheimer's disease reach the market, and this is short of the 15% average for all other brain-related disorders. There's major barriers to the success of neurologic drug development, such as inadequate patient selection, lack of clinical efficacy, and inadequate methods to measure brain function. This is where Cove comes in. We have a product, CoveConnect, and specifically rolling out CoveConnect-Alzheimer's. This is an EEG-based software solution specifically designed for pharmaceutical companies to accelerate and de-risk clinical trials for Alzheimer's. Our value proposition lies in a standardized EEG analysis pipeline, which allows pharmaceutical companies to accelerate and de-risk their clinical trials. We have a proprietary end-to-end solution that will enhance clinical success rates and shorten the drug to market timeline, ultimately delivering significant cost savings for clients. We've had considerable traction since our launch 2 years ago in March of 2022. We have 8 signed partners and clients with contracts worth over $200,000 USD in revenue. We've secured $250,000 in dilutive funding and additional $250,000 in non-dilutive funding via bootstrapping and additional $700,000 in dilutive funding. We've also published peer-reviewed scientific articles and have another one coming for our validation study for CoveConnect-Alzheimer's. In terms of the actual technology, CoveConnect provides valuable quantitative outputs for pharmaceutical clients to accelerate their clinical trials. CoveConnect efficiently processes, analyzes, and interprets data from EEG brain recordings to provide these pharmaceutical clients with essential insights into Alzheimer's clinical trial data in a cost-effective and scalable manner. We help pharmaceutical clients identify disease-related endpoints and characterize subpopulations in often heterozygous patient groups. And this will increase clinical success rates, shorten clinical study timelines, and deliver cost savings. CoveConnect has already demonstrated initial clinical validity in Alzheimer's disease. We have accurate detection with our pipeline and models, 86% disease classification accuracy using supervised machine learning, as well as cross-validation. We're also incorporating AI algorithms. And this is also correlated to clinical rating scales for Alzheimer's disease. In terms of our market size, it's significant and well established, given we're in an era of advancing neuroscience and precision medicine for brain disorders. We have a large TAM of 116 billion. The actual serviceable addressable market is around 46 billion, and our service obtainable market for clinical trial support and EEG data analytics market is approximately 6.5 billion USD. Cove stands out amongst its competitors, offering advanced signal pre-processing and our application of AI ML methods for precision biomarker discovery. We boast differentiating features such as focusing on dynamic network changes in the brain and leveraging a connectomics approach. And we hope that further investment will be able to help us launch CoveConnect-Alzheimer's, which is a disease-specific pipeline. Our revenue model involves B2B SaaS. We're following a hybrid business approach right now, focusing on technology-enabled services, focusing on service-based contracts. This helps fund our CoveConnect R&D and flush out the final product, focusing on partnerships. Next year, we're hoping to move towards a recurring revenue model, subscription fees, and licensing our CoveConnect pipeline. Our team is a powerhouse of experienced doctors, neuroscientists, and software engineers passionate about improving brain data analytics to optimize patient care. As co-founders, Nardine and I have known each other for over 10 years through the MD-PhD program at the University of Toronto. We're both clinician scientists, and we're also backed by a world-class advisory board chaired by serial entrepreneur Roger Mahabir. We also have Dr. Lozano on board, famous neurosurgeon, entrepreneur, and longtime mentor for both Nardine and I. We also have Norma Beauchamp and Fanny on our advisory board. These are both experts in the pharmaceutical realm. Our ask is 300,000 Canadian dollars. This will actually help us unlock 500K from the Ontario Brain Institute. We have to date had investment of 250,000. We're looking for an additional 300 to unlock further investment from the OBI. And this will allow us to hire and retain full-time software developers as well as service current contracts. Also further development and deployment of CoveConnect-Alzheimer's to really accelerate and de-risk pharmaceutical clinical trials for Alzheimer's. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for your attention, both in person and online. I'll be happy to field any questions.
Well, thank you very much. I just want to make sure, can you hear me online as well? I think I'll just stay right here so you can hear me online. A great talk. Any questions from the crowd here? Just wondering, the therapeutic space has been tough in this area, and if we could get better diagnostics to find patients for specific treatments that are in development, that'd be really valuable. How are you partnering with the teams that are developing therapeutics to drive their programs to the right patient population?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you for that. So essentially, we are partnering with various institutions. We have a strong connection in Ontario, University of Toronto. That's where both Nardine and I have trained. I'm now at the University of Alberta doing a neurosurgery residency. So a lot of collaborations through partner organizations. In terms of actual getting into the client space, we're using our personal networks, leveraging the networks from both Norma and Fanny, who are on our advisory board, to have engagement with different pharmaceutical companies. And then attending different conferences, both scientific entrepreneurial conferences. There is a very large need for EEG data analytics. As the EEG field is exploding, we're actually left with an unmet need or a gap to be able to efficiently process all this EEG data out there. You and I, we can go on Amazon, buy small EEG headsets. These are kind of the lowest accuracy headsets, if you will. And so moving up from there, there's a lot of need within the pharmaceutical space, larger and more clinical EEG headsets that need a lot of standardized EEG processing and analysis and interpretation. And we're really bridging the gap between data engineering and neuroscience.